There is no place for discrimination in automotive financing. But before federal regulators start making allegations of wrongdoing, they need to better understand the market they are regulating and develop appropriate ways to accurately measure whether discrimination actually exists. If it does, regulators must address the problem without creating a whole set of new unintended and negative consequences for consumers. That appears to be what is happening in Washington. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is pressuring finance sources to eliminate a dealer's ability to discount credit in the showroom and replace it with a flat fee compensation model. That might eliminate discrimination if it exists, but it will also eliminate competition in the auto finance marketplace and will harm more consumers than it helps. Treating customers in a fair and consistent manner and strictly abiding by all anti-discrimination laws is central to the mission and success of every dealer, and dealers have an exemplary track record when it comes to compliance with all federal and state fair credit laws.
The vast majority of car buyers finance their purchases through indirect financing at the dealership. Dealer-assisted financing is extraordinarily efficient and competitive and provides access to affordable credit to consumers in all credit tiers. This competition is aided by the dealer's ability to meet or beat a consumer's best credit offer from any other finance source. This intense market competition generates downward pressure on all credit prices because other lenders know the dealer has the ability to cut into its retail margin to earn a consumer's business. The CFPB has alleged that there is a serious risk of unintentional disparate impact resulting from the discretion a dealer exercises in pricing consumer credit. The CFPB has been asked repeatedly to identify the complete methodology it employs to measure disparate impact. So far, it has refused. Auto retailers and those familiar with the industry know that the amount that a dealer earns in a dealer-assisted financing transaction is affected by an array of factors that have nothing to do with the background of the borrower. These factors include such variables as the presence of a competing offer from another finance source, a budget constraint that exists for the consumer, the presence of a manufacturer promotional rate, and inventory reduction considerations. If neutral, pro-competitive factors such as these are the reason why the amount of a dealer's finance compensation varies, and the dealer can demonstrate this, then the dealer will be in a much better position to respond to an allegation of unlawful discrimination. The CFPB is attempting to significantly alter a large and efficient market by pushing auto finance sources to change the way they compensate dealers. This threatens to eliminate dealer flexibility to offer consumers a discounted interest rate when arranging financing. Ironically, if the flat fee approach is widely adopted, it will likely raise credit costs and decrease access to credit for many consumers.
The National Automobile Dealers Association has created an optional fair credit compliance policy and program for dealers. Dealerships establish a preset amount of compensation they will include in credit offers to every customer, unless one of several predetermined and pro-competitive reasons for deviating from that amount is present in the transaction. This approach also provides a mechanism to record and document any deviation from the dealership's preset amount of compensation. Finally, it establishes a periodic review process for management to examine the documentation and, if necessary, take corrective action.
NADA's program addresses the possibility of disparate impact in a way that is pro-consumer. The program promotes a standardized approach that a dealer can adopt to determine its retail margin for arranging financing, while still providing flexibility to allow consumers to benefit from the overwhelming competition available in today's auto financing marketplace. It is important to note that the NADA program has not been formally adopted by any federal agency and is not a safe harbor for those who elect to adopt it, but it does provide a valuable resource for dealers.
The CFPB has alleged, without any objective evidence, that dealer-assisted financing leads to certain groups of consumers potentially paying more dealer compensation than other consumers in similar circumstances. Dealers work hard to ensure anyone who wants to purchase or lease a vehicle has access to competitive financing. The CFPB flat fee solution is not a solution at all, and it will surely result in less competition and higher prices for many consumers. Dealers working through the NADA are defending their right to provide access to affordable credit to consumers in all credit tiers. NJ Carr, thought you should know.